Yes, are you? So today we're going to look at how you can basically go around using Delta Exchange. There's a lot of features to Delta Exchange. So primarily, this is their local D2 coin or their token, and then you can do mock trading as well on here without having to risk your real capital. So you have the options to trade futures, spot. There's a few other things which are a bit for more experienced traders, but I'd suggest you start out with futures and spot. And like we all know, everyone over here is interested in the delta option strategies. So today we're going to be looking at how to place orders, what does the order book really mean, and what are the features delta exactly offers. So this is where you can place your orders. Obviously, two different ways. You can limit and market. You all know what market is. Basically, your order gets executed at the market price. Then, if you want to do a limit order, let's say you want to buy something. What's the best offer? 2.5 for 21,000 BTC 10 June expiry. Okay, let's look at the ATM call option. So 30,100. If I want to sell short, best bid 0.5, and this is where you can set the amount. So currently I have about 500 USDT in my account. So 10% of that around $50, 25, 50, 75, 100. You can do basically orders in as many quantities as you want. So the one quantity comes in at 0.001 BTC. 10 quantity is basically 0.01, 100 is 0.1, and 1000 is 1 BTC. With enough leverage, obviously, you can go max amount as well. So if you want to sell, you can get up to 100x leverage for BTC. If I confirm that with $500, I can almost get a position of 1,520 quantity. That's 1.52 BTC. But I'd hardly suggest none of you guys do that. I'd suggest someone who's a beginner start with 3x or 5x. All right, not even more than that. Like something to get started with. Okay, what else do we have here? So you have multiple coins on which you can actually trade options on. You have BTC, you have Ethereum, you have Ripple, you have Solana, you have Avax, Avalanche, you have Matic, Polygon, you have BNB, you got Link as well. So I mean, yeah, Link is a bit illiquid, and all of these things, like as more and more people start adopting Delta Exchange, I'm pretty sure they'll have like a boom in liquidity in all of these other altcoins as well, altcoin options as well. Okay, so getting back to Delta Exchange. So let's try and understand the basics over here. How exactly does one deposit money into Delta Exchange? So you go to the deposit tab, and I tell you a hack. Basically, normally when you're transferring USDT, that is USD Tether, that's what you'll probably buy from like different exchanges, peer to peer or like any other method. If you're transferring USDT from your primary account, let's say you're doing it from ZepPay or like Binance, and you transfer USDT, there'll be very high fees. Instead, I suggest you use XRP Ripple. So XRP is actually just a settlement protocol as well. Like you could say something like a IFSC system as well. So this is the deposit address. This is the tag memo. Moving on, let's go to what else Delta really has. So it's kind of interesting that Delta has like different expiries of options. And for someone who's just starting to trade as well, it's very nice because you have multiple expiry dates, and also it's wait, let me just get to it. Yep, here. So you can build your strategies as well. I'll put the link in the description for how one can build strategies on Delta. So Delta themselves, they've done a video already. I think they're using the Go charting like their platform for doing this. So let's see. Yeah. So coming to the one of the most interesting things for Delta. Delta has expiries of 1 days, 2 days, 7 days, 14 days. That's 2 weeks. 21 days, 49 days, 77 and 112 days. And you can see the cumulative OI as well for all of these. 2.6 million, 1 million, 4.2 million, 2.19 million in 14 days, 6.7 million. Usually me as well, I prefer to be a bit later into the expiry, that's around 14 days, because obviously it gives me better premiums. Although the data isn't going to change, so when you're selling options, the DK can work in your favor. So that's what I'm going to use. So let's say, let's look at the levels in BTC right now. Let's say in 14 days, I am sure that it won't cross. What levels can we say for sure? I mean, you can't say anything for sure, but you can just make a guess and just set your risk to reward ratio in the right way, and that's it. Stop losses should help you go on to your next trade, even if it hits. At least your account doesn't get blown out, right? So yeah, 31,758 is what we'll be looking at. So around 32,000. So check the 32,000 strike. So if I decide to sell the 32,000, so how do you do it? So you basically go on to Delta Exchange Strategy Builder, and whichever strike you've selected, you just click on the bid or ask, and then it will give you a pop-up. You can select the quantity and just choose sell. This will quickly appear over here as well, I think. So right after we've sold that, you can see how the trade will go as you've sold the call. Before we get started, I'll tell you what levels I'm going to be looking at for the coming days. So I still think 31,900 or approximately 32,000 is still going to be a very strong resistance in the coming days, at least for like a week at least. We'll understand today. So basically, it's still about like 7 minutes left to the data being released. So today, US is going to release the CPI data. All of my listeners who are here from India, you guys have already seen what inflation's actually been doing to our country as well. I mean, our inflation estimates were revised already. WPI, CPI both have gone off the roof right now. So, okay, let's dig into a bit. Okay, I think we just have a few seconds. Oh, yeah. If you guys are seeing this, inflation core CPI, not that bad. Okay, 0.6%. Core CPI year on year, 6% compared to 5.9%. CPI month on month, 1%. This is a bit worrying, maybe. CPI year on year, 8.6%. Okay, guys. As we saw, I was waiting for this support to be broken. Let's look at other markets as well. As we saw right now, if you look at the US stock market, Dow Jones Industrial Average as well, you can see the heavy fall that's come over here as well.
3 days later.
You can't touch this. You can't touch this. You can't touch this.